EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Midwest. The echoes of the Gallahorn and the Skol chant reverberate inside U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's our visiting team and the Minnesota Vikings. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His squad hanging tough, 4-3 through 7 games. Across from him, his counterpart from the Vikings. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. Mike Tirico next to the great tight end, Greg Olson. Glad you are joining us for this one. Off we go from U.S. Bank Stadium. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
That last run lost a yard, setting up 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. They'll run right here with Bigsby. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
McCarthy to the air on 2nd down. He takes off.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Let's go now.
They'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And that is incomplete. To stop it here, we have an injured Viking to tend to. So on 4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. They're led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2025 draft out of the U, out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
You know, it's funny. Some games you can look at the box score and you have a pretty good feeling who won. And last week, not one of them. I mean, to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks, you'd expect that team to win, but they just didn't get the performances and the production from those around him. So he needs to continue to play at that level, continue to bring along the rest of his teammates. If they can get a more collective performance similar to his, now I think they've got a real shot to have success.
And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a first down.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On play action, it's Ward. Down, he'll air one out. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
Shotgun snap for Wool. That's going to be intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Now a run with the rookie out of Oregon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12.
On second down, here's McCarthy. He'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 5.
From the shotgun, it's a throw from in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and quarterback Cam Ward headed back out onto the field. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Ward. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Out of the gun, Ward. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is hard. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
54 yards. Complete to Elliott Ionetter.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down.
4 yards. He was brought down at the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Once again, it's Pacheco. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. They've moved the ball well here, but now face third and 2. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Now it's Ward. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Josh Metellus. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. Ball on the 27. Here's second and 3. They'll go play action here with McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Yeah, that one just didn't feel right from the jump. I think he sensed that he was either going to take a sack or get baited into making a bad throw. So ultimately a good decision. Just throw the ball away.
That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
And the Vikings first down. First and 10.
On play action, here's McCarthy. That's caught by Jefferson on the right side. That catch number 40 on the season for him. From the 35, it's first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
There's Hawkinson in motion. Here's a handoff to Bigsby. He is met and dropped. Couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off the bootleg, it's McCarthy. This one intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Winston. So they're going to have it here. Get it at their own 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Play action. Ward. Going up top. That is brought in. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line. So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. Pacheco. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Throwing, Ward. It is brought in the end zone for the score. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Now the try for an extra point. The kick is good, and the visitors will take a 7-0 lead.
7, Vikings nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Vikings offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score. This drive begins with a 1st down. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
That's caught left side by Hawkinson. Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's 3rd down coming up.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. 20-yard pickup there. 1st down, Minnesota.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they're going to run, and it's Bigsby. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. McCarthy. That one into the hands of Jefferson. He's going to have the 1st down. And that one good for 9. And the drive continues.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Throwing again is McCarthy. He's into space past the 25. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another 1st down.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. That's to the left side and taken in by Jefferson. Go to the line now on 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 15-yard line.
To the air once more is McCarthy. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
Number 26.
This is 3rd and 6.
Back at the 18-yard line.
McCarthy going to look to throw again. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal. They'll run with Bigsby. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack. Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
1st down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Ward. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half. On 2nd down, here's Ward. Going for it all. That's hard. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This 1st half has come to an end. Halftime coming up, and we'll take you down to Scott Hansen. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The visitors' offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this 3rd quarter. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, here's Ward. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete.
Well, he had such a great 1st half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the 3rd, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
That's complete to DK. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards.
Play fake, now Ward to throw. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early.
On the 6. Ready, go.
A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Shotgun snap for Ward. Got his man at the 6. And he will score for the touchdown. That's a 2-touchdown game for numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
Makes the score.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. There's Jefferson. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field.
Hawk 70. Ready.
Off play action, it's Ward. There's a short one taken in by Helm. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. That's enough for a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And
on the handoff, this is Pacheco. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
That's another first down.
Let's go now.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
Here we go.
At the 8-yard line.
Pass the 60. Pass, go.
Out of the gun, Ward. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Ready.
Throwing, Ward. Rolling right. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
On 4th down, Ward. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
It's a turnover on down.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down, they need 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now. It's McCarthy. He'll step up and run this.
There's no doubt that you appreciate the toughness he shows here, Mike. I mean, for a quarterback to put his head down and pick up some tough yards, his teammates love it. But I'll tell you, his coaches, they want to see him protect himself, understand when he had enough to pick up the first down, to get down and live to play another snap.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
On the handoff, this is Bigsby. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. They'll stop it here. We have an injured Viking to tend to. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the draw with Bigsby. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Smile London is there on the stop. He'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
That's quickly out to Jefferson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Third and a yard.
Let's go now.
Bigsby now going to start it off here in the 4th quarter. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The visitors' offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Ward. Forced to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Then he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35.
A gain of 16 yards.
Out of the pistol, it's Pacheco. Now Pacheco loses the football. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Ward. There's that man again. Another catch. He'll come up to 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Throwing is Ward. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. On 4th down, here comes the Aussie Cameron Johnston to punt. As they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Now a hit, and he lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. The Vikings offense ready to come back out for this next possession. On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll step up and run. They get 11 and quickly pick up a 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings 1st down.
Throwing here on 1st and 10 is McCarthy.
McCarthy's pass complete to Ty Felton. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down.
Gain of 4 yards. And the Vikings First down.
Here's McCarthy.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on first down.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Third and 10.
A loss of 6. Brings up third down and 10.
They'll go play action here with McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Taking this one downfield for Hopkinson.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete. Wandale Robinson, the one he was looking for that time. And it'll lead to a second down. A give here to Pacheco. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. And that will be a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Ward. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
To throw is Ward. Flush to his right. He runs with it. And he's going to be close to the first down. Welcome just a yard short of the line to gain, so that'll bring up third and short yardage. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
It's fourth down.
Okay,
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down.
here we go. Set.
Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming.
Ready? Bronco. Bronco.
They snap it to Ward. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down. McCarthy now to throw on first and 10. He's going to keep it himself.
2 yards on the pickup.
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter.
8-yard line.
We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Second down, 8 for the first down.
Switch. Go.
They'll drop to throw. He connects with Jordan Addison. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Vikings first down.
On first down, here's McCarthy. A short one taken by Hopkinson. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. Taking off, and he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard
Throwing on
line.
2nd down is McCarthy. He finds a man downfield. It's Felton. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
7 on the play. That's another Vikings.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
In trouble, and down he goes.
Giants regain Johnson. A 6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
It is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's a throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A 9-yard loss on the play. It's 4th and goal.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's going to be caught. And this is not going to do it. The defense comes through here in the final minute. And it may just be enough to get them a victory. He'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Pacheco. Big hole to the 30. And they will finally get him down, but not before he's able to take this up near the 40-yard line. So it's a win for our visitors. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory.